Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we're going to do a no contact reading. I technically just promised a Taurus reading, so that's going to come out later too. But I got nudged towards we got to have an update for you people that are waiting for some communication, right? So we have the Page of Swords and the Eight of Wands, which is probably the best pairing you could ask for. Maybe the Chariot would have been nice, but this is somebody who has been watching, probably looking at your social media or maybe even talking to your friends, but not talking to you. And then look at this is like the busiest Eight of Wands card I think I have. It's like, okay, gotta go now. And I'm going to say everything. So you might get, like, if you have an iPhone and you can see when people are typing and it's those little dots, you might see that over and over again, and then like the message being deleted, and then when it does come through it's like a novel, like, 8 sentences or something. There's going to be communication coming in for you. Hey there, pirate, how's it going? Welcome back. All right, we're going to call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. Do you guys like the red lights, or are they too subtle? I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you have wonderful weekend plans. I think we're going to start with the Energy Oracle. I mean, we definitely have some communication, right? But how do I know what the intent is? Door to Spirit. Well, trust your intuition, basically. We have the Angel of Strength and second chakra, Archangel Ariel. That is self-reflection. So you'll know the answer. It could be different for all of you, right? Some of you may find that this person is exactly who you want to be talking to. Others of you know that this person is not who needs to be in your life. And that's why strength is here, because you've already, tamed those demons. All right, let's see. I think we'll grab a couple from the Golden Lenormand, and then we'll dive into some more tarot. What else do we have for no contact? Well, we have the owls, and these guys like to talk about you. I mean, look at it. Doesn't it look like right now they're judging you for watching my video? We have communication, but I think we also might have some like innocent spies here, maybe friends that you have in common or coworkers that you have in common. Somebody has been asking about you. So, did I mention you're going to get communication? The message. I think it's technically called the letter, but you're getting some sort of communication here. We're going to go with the Ghost Tarot, because if we're talking no contact, the Ghost Tarot just seems appropriate, doesn't it? One sentence, let alone 8. I hear ya. I hear ya. Ooh, are you? Be careful. Joanna, what kind of Christmas music do you like? My favorite is Mannheim Steamroller. Nothing gets me more excited to put up the Christmas tree, because I love seasonal decorations. I just do. But Mannheim Steamroller really makes me want to bake cookies and wrap presents and all that. We have the Knight of Swords, you guys. Someone is taking action. For some of you, I think I put in the title, someone is maybe going to message you or someone is going to visit you. This Knight of Swords implies somebody realizes they have to move quickly. They don't have the luxury of sitting around and waiting for something to just pop up, right? We have the Hierophant and the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Someone knows that they were a bit of a commitment phobe, and that they let their fears kind of get in the way in terms of pursuing a relationship that would have been quite fruitful or beautiful. And now they want to come back. So we need to know more about this person, though, don't we? Because I think we have a little bit of Mercury retrograde coming forward. This person can't stop thinking about the mistake they made in the past where there was an opportunity to be with you. This doesn't feel like you've been in a relationship with this person because they were a commitment phobe. I feel like this person got to know you very briefly, realized they wanted something with you and that you were somehow unavailable, and they dipped. Like, ah, you scared me away. We have the Two of Swords in the reverse. This person doesn't want to fight with you anymore. This person doesn't want to have any kind of disagreement. They want to apologize for how they handled the situation. And they're very decisive about moving forward in a relationship that is not toxic. And they feel like you would be the kind of person that knows how to have one of those things. So this Two of Swords in the reverse is pretty unusual because quite often we'll see the two swords kind of crossing because it can mean, a literal crossroads, right? You have to make a decision which way you going, bud. But this person recognizes that whichever direction they chose before, this is the Devil card, by the way, was the wrong choice. It was the scaredy cat choice. Sorry if you're watching. Probably not the nicest way to say it, but it was I'm not ready to really challenge myself in that way. I'm not sure I can pass that test. Like, you may have just felt like the same way as somebody who's on that show Wiped Out, where you get to like the last challenge and you're like, I think I'm good. I don't want to die in a foam roller on national television. Like, there was something here about knowing there was something worth pursuing, but also knowing it would require some work, some heavy lifting. But now this person sees, well, we're talking about self-reflection, right? Now this person sees that they messed it up. You guys, this reading is cracking me up. So I'm asking for clarification on the envelope, right? Okay, Spirit, what's this all about? We said communication, lady. How many times we got to say it? Eight of Wands, which is all about fast-moving communication. This is like someone coming back from the grave, someone you maybe never thought would talk to you again. Because they sabotaged the connection. We have the Five of Swords and the Six of Cups. There may have been another person in this situation. It wasn't a relationship, I don't think. But there was somebody else who maybe said something about you that was false or made some kind of crack like, well, I mean, you could try to be with that person, but I'm pretty sure they want like a serious relationship. So that's probably barking up the wrong tree there for you, bud. There was a third person that commented on the situation to your person and said, that seems like a good time to walk away. And at the time, the person who ghosted you or cut off communication or maybe poked you a little bit until you cut off communication was like, yeah, I handled that great. I'm so great at this. Like, I got my way. This is great. And then, they started to walk away, started to go about their business, and they couldn't stop thinking about how you handled that situation, how you were not like the others. Maybe you were much more respectful in the situation than most people would be or had been. Maybe you still expressed respect or appreciation for this person, even when they were being, lame or fearful. Because I think you saw right through it. I think you saw that this person was afraid of something bigger, like an actual connection. And you were just like, well, If you're not ready to put on the big boy pants, that's cool. I'll go over here, grab a drink, and wait for you. No, just kidding. Just kidding. All right. We're going to go with the situations deck. You guys are awesome. Hello, Rio McCoy. How's it going? We got Let's Walk Home Again. Veronique. You guys, isn't that like the coolest name ever? Well, you know, after like Wicked Wands. I have to make jokes. Lynn, good morning. How are you? Oh, you guys, we might have to use the noisy cards now. Oh boy. Shit got real quick here because we got the twin flame card. Oofda. All right. I just heard, God, I don't know if I can tell you who the artist is, even though I should be able to, but it's definitely a hair band from the 80s. It's Shot Through the Heart. Anybody? Somebody realized the error of their ways, and it was not an easy thing to accept. Somebody has realized that when they walked away from this connection with you, they walked away from the wrong person. They walked away from their twin flame. Now, if you know anything about twin flames, you know the whole concept is, oh, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to go over here, and then we're going to be separated, and then I'm going to hate you, and then I'm going to hate you, and then we're going to really come back to, like, it's complicated. So this is generally how it goes. You know, somebody has to learn the value of a strong and emotional, thank you, Bon Jovi, an emotional connection before they feel like they're ready to actually pursue that, right? So I feel like somebody, often it's the feminine, but it doesn't have to be. Somebody just kind of like tapped this person on the shoulder, like, hey, are you ready for a real connection? It looks like you're kind of tired of all this like toxic bullshit, right? Well, I'm mature. I know what I want. I know who I am. I love who I am. And I'm not going to wait for you. Okay? All right. See you later. And then just like go about your business. And this person's like, what the fuck was that? Like everybody else is like chasing me and you don't, where did you go? And you might have, you know, sold your home and just like picked up and left. You might have decided you were done with the job, but there's something here about paperwork, something final. And this person knows now you are not coming back because this is underneath the 8 of Cups in the reverse. They wanted you to come back to them after they walked away. But you were like, no, I don't need to do that. See, I don't chase anything. I'm the Queen of Wands. Well, we don't know that for sure, but this is very Queen of Wands energy. Like, no. If you want to be with me, you're gonna have to actually demonstrate that, right? You don't just like run away from me and then I'm like, oh no, come back. TikTok. This isn't a reverse though. Interesting. So time isn't running out. Has it already run out? The cup is in the water, you guys. Like someone tossed it out. Like, screw your love. I'm done with that. I don't play games. And you're like 14 years old over there with your stupid, like, passing me a note in class like, do you have a crush on me? Talk about your feelings like an adult. And if you want, then, you know, we can have a chat. Somebody may have decided, like, no, this is like, case closed, we're good, I'm done. Because, like, filed seems really final to me. For some of you, when this person comes back, you might be open to like a nice little chat in terms of forgiving whatever has happened here, but it's not really opening the door back up for a relationship. It's, I'm glad you learned. I hope you can have a more meaningful connection. It's just not going to be with me. We have intervention here. So you may have helped this person open their heart chakra, but it may not have been in time to actually pursue something with you. Exactly. You can always attract. You don't need to chase, right? Yay, Veronique. I totally support that. I've been seeing a lot of fours lately, Joanna. You too? Waves, emotions coming and going. So, someone thought that they could pretty easily put their emotions for this person aside. They maybe assumed that it was, like a lot of other situations, and that they could just kind of like ignore it, right? But this kept coming back. There kept being reminders, or people would ask about you or talk about you. And this made it really hard for this person to move on. And now it might be months later, it might be years later, this person is realizing they still haven't stopped thinking about you. Wanting more. They don't want to accept that the chapter actually ended. They want to come around again and see if there's an opportunity to do things a different way. But I feel like for some of you, this is, yeah, this is not a book you're going to be opening again. I think for the majority of you, you've learned your lesson through this relationship, relationship. But I don't think it's on your radar again of like options, right? You're like, no, thank you for teaching me how much I'm worth and what I deserve in a relationship, but you're not like on the roster or invited. I just heard Alanis Morissette's Uninvited. Sorry. Noisy cards. In honor of the dear Lynn. All right. What else do we have? Oh, I guess we have a little bit of a mess, huh, guys? Four of Swords, Nine of Wands in the reverse, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, someone doesn't want to fight for this anymore. Someone is, I feel like this is you, prioritizing the healing or the tranquility, the solitude that you've been able to achieve in your life has really made things easier in terms of you feeling happy or more in control of what happens in your like moods, right? With the Nine of Wands in the reverse and Nine of Pentacles, there's a sense that you have really enjoyed having a little bit of time to yourself. The Nine of Pentacles can be about being single, being free, able to take care of yourself, not needing to depend on anybody else. And this Nine of Wands can be kind of like associated with PTSD. So I feel like there's a sense that when I'm on my own, I can control things in a way where I know how to stay grounded and centered and happy. And I don't have to like ever tiptoe around anybody, right? I'm just my authentic self. It's very beautiful energy. And this also has a lot to do with having a connection to spirit or intuition. And this is underneath that Door to Spirit card. So I feel like you can sense that you can trust yourself more. You don't doubt your thoughts or your opinions like you used to. At least not like as much, right? Oh my. So for some of you, this person, okay, so I'm going to admit to you that I watch a little bit of trash television, okay? Don't judge me, or do, I don't care. There's a show called Too Hot to Handle on Netflix, and it's about basically restricting really attractive single people from physical intimacy until they learn how to have emotional intimacy. And it's one of the things I really like about the show is they've actually been able to get through to some of these folks in terms of you're doing it all wrong. You're just bumping uglies and you're not like opening up the heart chakra at all. It's just like, wasteful. Oh, I love it, Redbeard. Good. But I feel like there's a sense here that you know at least there's been improvement in terms of self-worth or understanding how to approach love. And for some of you, you may have helped this person realize that if they continue to approach things the way that they have and they don't get comfortable with their like actual feelings and how they want their life to go, they're going to miss out. So somebody could be seeing they lost you. They might, the reason I brought up Too Hot to Handle is at one point somebody gets, you know, a little concerned. They've lost. They're going home. And then they get to come back because they demonstrate that they have learned something. And I feel like for some of you, this person comes back from the brink of death in your heart, right? Because even though they messed up, there's a sense when they come back, they can demonstrate for you that they are trustworthy, they have learned, and they really do want to do things right by you. But you have to be listening to your intuition because I don't think that's a very like large percentage of you. I think for the majority of you, this person may come back and want to tell you that they're capable of a really, meaningful relationship, and they're not. You have to be able to ascertain if they're an ass. I hope you like my, you know, oh, look at me, I have smart vocabulary, but I also call people assholes all the time. So somebody knows they have to be truthful here. With the Ten of Wands, they've been holding back how they feel, and it's basically gotten to them to the point where they realize they have to say something. Even if they don't get to, be in your life, they can at least feel like they did what they needed to do in order to apologize or try to, resolve the situation. That doesn't mean you have to be with this person. You can have emotions for someone and forgive them and still know that it's not the right direction for you, right? Oh, you're too nice. You guys are great. All right, let's see. We've got the Hierophant and the Page of Swords in the reverse. Remember that in a lot of cases, people are going to stick to the beliefs that they've held on to instead of updating them, right? I feel like somebody has had a bit of like an ego death. Somebody has reassessed how they operate or what they believe. And I think there's some sort of distancing themselves from, taking what other people say too seriously.